How to grow your SMMA massively. What's up, guys? My name is Jordan, back with another video to help you grow your SMMA agency pretty much. So let's just hop right into it. Alright guys, so this video was inspired by Adam Selmy. Thank you for suggesting this video. I am trying to pump out 2 to 3 videos a week, so any ideas, leave in the comment section below. Whatever you guys need help with, I'm here to make videos and help you guys out. So Adam's been asking me to create a video on team building, and then I always reply to all my comments, so I said I'm creating that video today as of right now. And so today's video is all going to be all about growing your agency, whether you are a beginner, middle, or end, or whatever. If you're trying to grow your agency, then I have some very, very, very helpful tips for you that is going to help you grow your agency massively. All right. So in order to scale, we need to understand 2 things. We need to learn how to automate and outsource. All right. Without these 2 things, you will not be able to grow or scale your business. All right, guys. And you can't scale or grow your business without automation and outsourcing. So it's very important that you learn how to automate your business and then how to outsource it in order to grow your business. Without these 2, you will not be able to grow it or scale it. All right. And the reason is because if you are working in the business and not on the business, then chances are you don't have the time to focus on growth. If you're so busy working in the business, delivering the service, sales call, writing up the contracts, prospecting, all those things are going to take up time away from your day, and you're not going to be able to focus on growth. So this is how I grew my business, and I had to learn this as well. And when I did learn this, I was able to scale my agency by a whole lot. So when I first started out, I used to do everything in my business, and that included, the lead generation for my business, the prospecting. I would hop on sales call to talk to prospects, potential clients, and try to close them. I would deliver the service. I would handle the customer support if they had questions, if they wanted to talk for whatever reason. I would do that as well. I had to create and send the proposal to each prospect. So the whole onboarding process, everything I did at the beginning of my business. And I was just so lost in the business that I was so busy doing everything that I didn't have time to grow my business. Right. And so there's only so much time in a day and only so much that I could do to make sure my business stayed alive. So by doing all of this, it helped my business stay alive, and making sure all the clients are happy and stuff like that. But if I'm doing all of that, then I don't have time to focus on growth and scaling the business. So I quickly learned that I hated doing sales call, getting on the phone with potential clients and trying to close a deal. I didn't like it. I felt like I wasn't really good at it either. So this was costing me money because I was paying money to generate leads to prospect and stuff like that. And we would have people book a call on the calendar. I would get nervous and stuff like that before the call because I just started off the journey, whatever. And I just didn't like it, the feeling, I just didn't like it. So my first outsource that I did was a phone closer. I quickly found, I was like, okay, I hate doing this. Maybe I could just pay someone else to do it. And sure enough, I was able to find a phone closer. And honestly, this was like one of the things that I really don't regret doing at all, because I didn't like phone closing. I didn't like hopping on calls and trying to sell over the phone. And so paying someone else to do it saved me so much stress, so much nervousness, getting on the phone and feeling the disappointment every time a prospect didn't want to sign on. So, I would hop on these calls and they're like, oh, I'll think about it, or whatever objection that you guys probably heard before, right? I would feel disappointed, I'm like, dang, that's like another lead that I could have had, and that kind of affected like my little day, like, oh, I had such a good potential and they didn't sign on. And so just having someone else do it, someone else that is comfortable doing it better than I am doing it, I don't mind paying for that. So that was probably one of the best investment decisions that I came up with and did. And so the next thing I did to grow my business was automating the lead generation and prospecting part of my business. And so by doing this, I outsourced parts of it to have it run an automation, and then that way I could have a pipeline of prospects who are interested in what I had to offer. And these people who were interested, they were warm leads. So I would have this system, this lead generation system for my business on automation. So people would just book a call on the calendar, and then my phone closer will hop on a call with these people and then close them. So boom, just right there, save me so much time, so much stress, and that and keep the business going. You know what I mean? So this, if you are at a point where you are trying to grow your business, and maybe there's parts where you don't really like doing, I highly suggest that you find ways to outsource it, because this is the way to really help you grow your business. Like, it's just not having to schedule my time around getting on calls with prospects and stuff like that saved me so much. I was a lot more happier with the business as well. So in order to grow your business, you're going to need a team. Without a team, you're not going to be able to grow and scale your business, to 10K and above. All right. So here's a little quote. I don't know if it's word for word, but I did kind of read this somewhere. And it says, you'll get a lot done by yourself, but you'll go a lot further with the right team. So, you can decide to do this by yourself and, still make a good living out of it. But if you have, big income goals, then definitely you're going to have to learn how to automate and learn how to outsource, because with the right team, as you bring together the right team, you're going to be able to take your business from here to like there. So you're going to be really able to scale your agency, your business. All right. So how to outsource. In order for you to outsource correctly, you'll need to know what parts of your business actually needs outsourcing, right? We can't just start going online and trying to find people to outsource things to when we don't even know, when we don't even have a clear understanding of what needs to be outsourced. So we need to break things down into simpler forms. And so to do this, like I said, you need to break down your business into little parts to identify which parts you can and should outsource. So to break down our business, we need to obviously break down the system, lead generation, delivering the service, and have an understanding of what runs your business into little broken pieces. So that way we know what we can outsource. And then by asking these questions, we're going to know what we should outsource. So first question is, what are your strengths? That's going, by answering this question, you're going to understand what you're good at, what you like, what you enjoy doing. And this is the parts where you can contribute the most, where you don't have to outsource to someone, and you'll be able to save money on this part. If you don't outsource your strengths, then obviously you'll save money on it. And then second question is, what are your weaknesses? So these are the parts where you don't enjoy doing, and maybe you're just not really good at it. You don't understand it. For whatever reason, we can outsource this part. The third question is, what is taking too much of your time? So that might be, customer support, delivering the service. If you might have like 20 clients or something like that, you might have to outsource to 10 of your clients to someone to manage that. So what is taking too much of your time? And then the last questions I like to ask is, what don't you like to do? So for example, my example, I didn't like hopping on the sales call, right? I could do it, but I didn't like it. And I just felt like it was slowing me and my business down, because if I didn't like hopping on calls with prospects, which is the key thing to growing your agency, then I couldn't really grow it. So I had to outsource a phone closer. I didn't like to do it, so I outsourced that part. So once you have broken down your business to many parts and you've answered those questions, you'll know exactly what can and what should be outsourced and automated. All right, so I'm going to be sharing the tools that I use to find people to outsource parts of my business to. Number one is LinkedIn. Obviously, people are on LinkedIn. A lot of professionals are on LinkedIn. You can find anybody on LinkedIn really with a job title, right? And let me just show you an example. I think I have a screenshot here. So, for example, if you just go on LinkedIn and you search in right up here, obviously you're going to need an account. You just search in high ticket closer. And I clicked on people because we want to look at people. And look at this. A just a list of people, pages of of people who are high ticket closers, and I'm pretty sure they're more than willing to take you on as a client. So obviously you just go through it. You can connect with them, message them, and then just from there, I would then I would just review them, or what's the term I'm looking for here? Basically just interview them and get to know them, what their strength, what they're closing, right? Because not all of them is going to be closers for SMMA. So you want to find someone that has experience with, digital marketing, or has clients that they close for who are digital marketers. So that way they know what they're talking about when they're hopping on the calls, which are prospects or whatever you're trying to sell. Make sure that they have somewhat of an experience in whatever it is that you're doing, whether it is with their clients or whatever. So they might have a portfolio that they can share with you, things like that. So, obviously you're a business owner, and just like any business owner, if you're looking for someone, you need to hire the right person. So, read their profiles, see if they have any case studies to share or anything like that, and then just go through that route, and then just pick out ones that you do the best. Or you could what you could do is pick out a handful of them, and then have each one do an example for you. Or maybe some of them you could have you can alternate them and have all 5 of them try to close your next leads that are coming in, and then just see which one does better. And then from there you can just narrow it down and then hire that one person. So you could do that. And yeah, so that's high ticket closer. And you probably want to know like how much to pay your high ticket closers. What I do is I pay commission fees. So you don't pay anything up front. And the reason why these people are high ticket closers is because if they close one deal, they're making a good amount of money. So if your services cost anywhere from $1,000 to $5,000 to up towards to $10,000 for your service, and these people just hop on with your leads, and just if they close one new client, they're going to be very happy. Like they're going to be making their money's worth within a 45-minute phone call, right? Like 30 to 45-minute phone call, and they can make hundreds of dollars, if not maybe 1,000. What I do is I pay a 40% commission fee, and that might sound a lot, but it's a one-time thing, and I hate it so much that I just pay a 40% commission fee. Is actually to a friend of mine. So I don't mind doing the 40%, but obviously you can negotiate to however you want it, however you want to structure it. That's just what I do. And then here's another example of LinkedIn. I just search up lead generation. So maybe it's for some of you, you guys might need lead generation for your own business, or you provide a lead generation service that maybe you could just outsource to one of these people for your new clients. So just search in lead generation, like I said, and click people, and then you'll have 2.5 million results here. Obviously that's a lot. You could break that down even further. And this is just one way to outsource. I don't really use LinkedIn to outsource my my work. However, and so I'm going to be showing you my second method now. LinkedIn, I would say, is just more for, I guess more professional. If you're looking for a more professional type of worker, I guess, I don't know. But yeah, that's LinkedIn, right? The next tool that I use is Upwork. It's a website called Upwork.com. If you haven't heard of it, it is a freelancer site, and freelancers are, a bunch of freelancers are signed on to Upwork, and whenever you post a job, they'll apply to your job pretty much. And so let me show you how we can work. I'm going to show you how to work it. So you can find a lot of experienced freelancers overseas that can offer cheap services. All right. So, if you are hiring someone in the U.S., chances are it's going to be a lot pricier than if you hire someone from, Bangladesh or India or whatever. Those freelancers overseas can pretty much offer the same services at a lower cost. And I don't know if you heard of him, but he's pretty known on YouTube as far as digital marketing, social media, as the whole SMA thing. His name is Iman Ghazi, and hopefully I spelled his name right and pronounced it right. And he calls it the Expedia method. So what he would do is he would act as the middleman, as a third party. So he would sign on a new client, right? He would sign on a new client and then outsource that job to a freelancer overseas, and then he would just keep the middle money, whatever the leftover money was and leftover profits. So he acted as a middleman, and I don't do this. I don't really do this, but however, if you just learn the skill yourself, which is easy to do, if you enjoy this type of industry, anyways, then you'll be able to keep more of the profits. But obviously, if you have like 20 clients, or if you have 10 clients, and maybe you want to focus less on delivering the service, you could definitely hire someone overseas to do that part, and you can still you'll still be making money, right? So that's the Expedia method. He calls it the Expedia method because Expedia is pretty much the middleman, right? They connect the customer who's trying to travel with travel airlines, and then they just collect the money in the middle. So that's pretty much the same thing that we would be doing here, but for digital marketing. And so I'm going to now show you an example of how to use Upwork to build your team. So here is Upwork. If you just go to upwork.com, create an account, whatever, and we're going to want to post a job, right? And let's just say, I don't know, what are we looking for today? We're looking for, I don't know, what do you guys need here? Let's just say you guys need someone to, okay, we'll figure that out in a little bit here. Let's just say we need someone so you have the option to create for long-term work or short-term work. Let's just do this for an example, whatever you guys need. Enter the name of your job post. So let's just say, what y'all need. Facebook ads manager or something. All right. So there. Okay. So from here you have it'll fall under a job category. You can select whatever it is you're looking for. If you offer SEO services, you can type in SEO. If you offer Google Ad Management, whatever it is, enter the name of your job post, whatever you're looking for, and then select the job category. Okay, and then so let's just say it's social media marketing next. And so once you do post a job, freelancers are going to get a notification that's a new job, and then a lot of them is going to apply to your job. We'll get to that in a little bit. So step 2 here, we want to write description, and maybe you might need someone to fulfill Facebook ads for a real estate agent. Obviously, you would want to go more into details with the description. Tell them exactly what you need. I have a real estate agent here in Los Angeles, California. He is looking for more home buyers or something like that, right? So must have experience with running Facebook ads with real estate agents. Please provide a portfolio, case studies, testimonials, whatever it is that you could provide to me, right? So that's just a way that we could screen and weed out the people that don't have experience and the people that aren't likely to give us results, right? And then you would include all of that into the description. And I'm going to tell you up front that a lot of freelancers who apply to your job, I think they might have a bot or something, or they just like apply to your job real quick. So we don't want to sign on those people. We want people who take the time to read through our job description and know exactly what it is that we want. And you'll be able to tell, because once the job is posted, you're going to get freelancers who apply to your job, and they're going to message you saying, I would like to apply for this job. So those are the people we don't want to hire. Excuse me. Instead, the people we want to hire are people who read through this job description. So they're going to say things like, yes, I read through the job description. I understand that you're looking for a Facebook ad manager for a real estate agent. Here is my past experience. Here is my case study, whatever it is that they have to provide for you. And so those are the people that we want, right? And there's gonna be a good amount of people who apply that actually read through the job description, and then description should be greater than 50 characters. All right, so if it's a one-time project, then you can select that. If it's an ongoing project, then you can select that. So if it's a Facebook ad manager, it's probably an ongoing project. But if you need someone to maybe if you need someone to build you an email list one time or something like that, then you would just select one time project. So we'll go with ongoing project. And then screening questions, you could ask questions. You could create your own question. Have you had any have you had experience with running Facebook ads for realtors, I guess. For realtors, yes, require a cover letter. You could, that's optional if you want it. I don't really take the time to read through the cover letter anyways, but you know, everyone's different. You could do that if you like. So then from here, I'll just hit next. And then expertise, what is it that we're looking for? We're looking for Facebook marketing. You know, they should know how to retarget. If you're doing Instagram marketing, you can select that. So go through this and just select the skills that a freelancer must have, and then just go through there, click next. And from here, this is what I'm talking about. If you're only hiring people in the US, it's going to be a lot more pricey than if you're hiring someone overseas. So I would select worldwide, and then region or country preferences, we can just leave that blank for now and click next. From here, if you want anyone to see the job, only Upwork talent. So anyone is basically it's going to show up to search engine, on the search engine, so anyone can find your job posting if they search for it. If you wanted to limit it to only freelancers who are on Upwork, you would select this option. Invite only are people who you plan on. If you already have a freelancer in mind, then you would invite that person to your job. So if you have that, then you would select that. I'll just go with anyone. And how many freelancers do you need for this job? You probably only need one for this specific job. If you need more, obviously select that. Do you have freelancers and agencies that you want to invite? No. Talent preferences. So here, I like to click independent. I've never worked with agencies just because they probably have more people. If it's an agency, obviously it's probably more than one worker, and if it's more than one worker, then chances are it's going to be more pricey as well. So like I said, but you know, use your own judgment. If you need to hire more people for whatever job it is you're looking for, then you can select that. But you know, independent should work. Hours billed on Upwork, so that's not really important. Job success score, I usually just select 90% job success and up. And these are people who have finished the job, right? And I want people who are going to finish the job. I don't want people to quit on me halfway or whatever. Include rising talent, that's fine. English level, so you want someone that's going to be able to speak, obviously, that you guys can conversate with over messaging. So they don't need to be fluent, they just need to be conversational. Okay, the more fluent they are, the more they're going to charge. So normally I just go with conversational. Groups, no preference, click next. And then here, Upwork is going to suggest that you pay by the hour. However, I always like to pay by a fixed price just because I want to know how much I'm going to pay for this project. I don't want to be paying any more, any less. If I just want to know, so that way I don't feel like I'm getting cheated on or whatever it is, right, guys? So I always like pay by a fixed price. I negotiate with the freelancers. Hey, if you're cool with this, then all right, let's make it happen. If not, then let's negotiate. Okay, but I always want to know how much I'm paying for this project. That way I'm not paying over my whatever my budget is. So from here, I would put in my budget, and let's just say I only want to spend $500 for the month on this specific job task, and I want an expert to do it. Or you can go intermediate, but let's just select expert, right? And then from here, basically you would be able to post a job. Now I'm not going to post a job because I don't need this, but that is how you build a team, guys. Basically LinkedIn and Upwork. I personally don't really use LinkedIn. I use Upwork. First thing I look at is Upwork anytime I need to outsource anything. And once you post a job, you're going to have a bunch of people who's going to apply to your job, and then from there, weed it out, guys. Weed out the people that you would consider bringing on your team, and then from there, really just keep narrowing down until you find the one. And even when you find that one person, you can always keep the other 4 or whatever people that you considered anyways, just as a backup plan. so you could save those freelancers just in case that one person you hired, goes away on vacation for whatever reason or doesn't produce results. So that way you could just bring on the next dude. But yeah, that's pretty much the PowerPoint for how to outsource and automate and how to grow your agency. Like I said, guys, in order to grow and grow and scale your whatever business it is, you're going to need a team, right? You're not going to build a massive empire by yourself. You can only go so far. So hopefully this video has helped you. Adam, was it Adam? Anyways, hopefully this video has helped you guys have a better understanding on how to grow your agency, how to outsource work, and then obviously the automation. I've talked about automating parts of the system in my previous videos. I will create more videos for you guys, so hopefully that'll help you. But before I leave you guys on a great note, I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. Give it a big fat thumbs up and subscribe to my channel because I'm trying to get 100. I'm crying my way there to 100 subscribers so I can have my own finally have my own URL so I can share my YouTube without a bunch of letters and words in the URL. And then join the private Facebook group. The link is in the description. You're going to want to join the Facebook group because I'm going to be uploading free resources up there for you guys to download. It's free to download. Use it to help you guys out. All right, guys. Hopefully this video, and I'll see y'all soon. Peace.